who do I need to attack? Who do I need to attack? So someone needs to be attacked because someone. This is either a really really bad joke, or someone is sick in the head. It's one of those like it has to be one of those. Either this is a sick joke or someone is truly messed up in the head. So let's first start with Napoli, who I thought could do us a favor here. This was supposed to be a Napoli move. Conte wanted him, Garnacho wanted to move, and it was all good. It was like, basically, everything was all good. Everything was all good with Napoli ready to buy this freaking bomb. This Cristiano Ronaldo wannabe. But the issue has now risen because United have an asking price of 70 million. Now, I want you to pause for a second. Just pause. Manchester United are asking for 70 million pounds. Not 70 million lira, not 70 million yen, not 70 million naira. They're asking for 70 million Siberian dollars. They're asking for 70 million pounds sterling. 70 million of Winston Churchill's currency. That is what these guys are asking for a guy called Nacho. For a bunch of nachos from Buenos Aires, they're asking for 70 million of Winston Churchill's currency. For me, I think for United, you're very sick. You are very sick of the head to do that. Because who would be dumb enough to... Who would be dumb enough to bid anywhere in the region of 70 million? We'll get there. So for Napoli, it makes sense. Makes sense. I think Conte and Napoli would know that, 70 million for Ghana. Are you out of your mind? Okay, we can do 40. Maybe, I think they were thinking of like a 40 to 50 million deal, which is still too much, but that makes more sense. 70 million, if I'm Napoli, I'm pulling out, 100%. Like, if I'm Napoli, I am fully invoking safe sex. I'm invoking safe sex. I'm pulling out. Okay? I'm pulling out. We have too many kids in this world. There's already population overload, all right? So we don't need any extra kids to overpopulate. I am pulling out. I am invoking safe sex if I'm Napoli. Here comes the morons. Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club of Fulham, of the borough of Fulham. They are going to bid 60 million plus add-ons. Someone sick enough, dumb enough, twisted enough, demented enough wants to bid 60 million plus add-ons for a clown known as Alejandro Garnacho. Guys, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even know how to respond. It is so stupid. It is so dumb that... What? We already have Jad. We already have João Felix. But let's say that Jad and João Felix were not there. Let's say we needed a left-sided attacker. I'm not paying one kobo for Garnacho. I'll say it again. I'm not paying one kobo for Garnacho. And you know it's bad when United fans in my DMs are like, thank you. United fans, they are laughing because they're like, these guys are dumb enough to bid 60 million for this. They're like, oh, please. I'm begging you. I hope someone sees this video. I hope someone sees this video because, guys, it's hard to put into words how much of an L that would be. It's hard to put into words how much of an L it would be if we give 60 million to Man United for Garnacho. For United, that is crack of dawn robbery. Forget daylight. That is crack of dawn. Like that is crack of dawn robbery. Crack of dawn. Chelsea, I'm begging you. I know you watched this video. Please, for my sanity and for the sanity of football, do not bid anything for Garnacho. Because if I find out that Chelsea have acquired Garnacho for 60 million plus add-ons, so, PSG want to sign Ibrahima Konate from Liverpool in the summer. The defender is out of contract in 2026. Look, Konate, here's the thing here. Now, people may be hyped up because it's like, oh my gosh, PSG are back. And PSG, look, it was a great victory, an amazing victory over Man City. And we've got to give PSG their credits there. But we all know that PSG are going to lose to Stuttgart. Do not put it past PSG to mess up against Stuttgart. Either draw or lose against Stuttgart and they don't make it through. This is still essentially LSG. It is still essentially LSG. So for Konate, now be paid well. Be paid well, get your money, and make sure you receive the right deal. But Konate, make that deal happen. Because between Liverpool and PSG, Liverpool is a better project. Liverpool is the better project. You have a better chance of winning Champions Leagues at Liverpool. You have a better chance of properly developing into one of the best defenders in the world under Arne Slot at Liverpool. So the difficulty here is Konate is French. And him being French, PSG, that is obviously a huge attraction because you can play with guys that you know and you're in Paris, the capital of where you're from. So that could definitely be a key attractive figure. But Konate, listen to me when I hear this. You want to remain at Liverpool. And I will bet anything I own. Liverpool is a better product than PSG, and you will become a much better player at Liverpool than you would at PSG. So for Konate, it's about what do you want as a player. Now, money is a key thing here. But for Konate, unless PSG offer you extravagant amounts, I'm sure you can make a deal where, okay, it is less money than at PSG, but not that much less. Let me add this into it. Okay, money, cash. Konate, I think that talent-wise, you are one of the best defenders in the world. Talent-wise. For just the pure talent of a central defender, you're one of the best central defenders in the world. And I think that you can even get better to an even higher level. And I think that you could form a great foundation for what I think could be a very exciting Liverpool project moving forward under Arne Slot. So if you want to reach the very best of your abilities, it's going to be at Liverpool as opposed to PSG. But this now comes to FSG. FSG, pay this man what he deserves. Because this is a quality player. And this is a defender for the future. And this is a guy that can give you 4, 5, 6, 7 really great years. Because look at what Van Dijk did for Liverpool. And look at how important he was to that league title and to that UCL. And he could be opponent to yet another league title. And who knows what could happen in the Champions League. So for Konate, I just say that yes, money is definitely a factor. But at the end of the day, you want to reach a middle ground where, yeah, pay me what I feel I'm worth. But at the same time, I want to be in the right sporting project. Oopsie, sorry. So, Chelsea have been an offer to take Douglas Luiz on loan for the rest of the season. He have made the midfielder available just 6 months after his 42 million arrival. So, you see, that second part is what is very key and what is worrying. He's only just joined Juve. And Juve are not exactly a team that starts flying. So the very fact that they want to put him up for loan worries me. That's the first thing. Second thing is, he's a midfielder. He's an attacking midfielder. Does Jermaine still play for Chelsea? Last I checked, I believe Jermaine still plays for Chelsea. He is one of the best number 10s in the league. Potentially the world. So Douglas Luiz comes in and he fits in because the only place I can see him fitting in is either in Jermaine's role or in one of the flanks. We already don't need another left or a right flank player. And he definitely ain't taking Jermaine's role in that number 10 role. So I'm looking at Douglas Luiz, who he hasn't really impressed for Juventus. He's not been great. So what makes you think that he can come in and do the job that is needed at Chelsea? So now, the beauty is that it's a loan. It's a loan. So unlike the stupid Garnacho deal, at least this is much more of a loan. But again, someone at Chelsea, you need to call me. We need a keeper. We need a central defender. I'll say it again. We need a goalkeeper and we need a central defender. Those are things that we need. We don't need a left-sided attacker. We don't need an attacking midfielder. We need a central defender who has leadership qualities. We need a quality keeper that we can depend upon and doesn't look like the freaking Grover from Sesame Street every time there's a corner kick. Simples. So, is Douglas Luiz a good player? Yes, he's a good player. He's a good player. But he's not a player that I desperately want. And he's not a player that Chelsea desperately need. See, when you are in the midst of potentially trying to win a title, you go for players that you need, not players that could help bolster your team, but what you need. Chelsea need a defender. Chelsea need a goalkeeper. These are necessities. Chelsea's defense is trash. Chelsea's goalkeeper is horrendous. Shout out to... So Real Madrid are in contact with Joshua Kimmich about a potential transfer this summer. As a reminder, he has 6 months left on his current contract. Interesting. So I believe they said Alphonso Davies is going to sign a contract. So from what I recall, Alphonso Davies will sign his contracts, and I believe Musiala will sign his contract. So Bayern have secured those two. You see, now, I'm trying to do the math here. Are they bringing him at a right back? It can't be midfield. Now, the beauty of Joshua Kimmich is you can play him right back or you can play him in midfield. So again, if let's say Real are just suffering from many injuries, emergency, get put in midfield. But I believe this is primarily a right back move because this Trent thing is so up and down. And I think from what I've been hearing, I think Trent might be closer to signing a contract renewal with Liverpool than joining Real Madrid. So perhaps this is the plan B for what Kimmich is trying to do. So for Real Madrid, I think it makes sense because, he is a guy that can be, he's multi-purpose, midfield or right back. Based on Real Madrid's midfield, Camavinga, Dani Ceballos, Jude Bellingham, Chouameni, Goulet, they are Modric, it's all about. So they've got enough midfield guys. But you look at our right back thing. Yes, you can play Dani Carvajal, who got his kneecap snapped in 3 places, was out. So they now have to now look at Lucas Vazquez, who that's not his strongest position. And then, of course, Asensio, who really I think is a central defender. So what they want is a right back specialist, which neither Lucas Vazquez nor I don't think Asensio are. So a right back specialist is Joshua Kimmich. So Joshua Kimmich, remember, he is a right back. He can play in midfield, but he's naturally a right back. So this makes sense. So for Kimmich, here's the thing. He's German. And if you're German, it is a privilege to play for Bayern and really commit to Bayern Munich. Shout out to your boy, Philip Lam, a.k.a. Bart Simpson. But I think for Kimmich, he's looking at that Real Madrid project. And he's looking at Mbappe. He's looking at Bellingham. He's looking at Camavinga. He's looking at Goulet. He's looking at Endrick. And it's like, these guys could really dominate. And for Kimmich, he does have that UCL. That obviously in 2020, but maybe he wants a few more UCLs. But I just think you look at that Real Madrid project, it's very attractive. It's a really attractive project. So it's because it's such an attractive project, I think Kimmich might be tempted to join Real Madrid. But here's the thing. Be careful. Let's say you join. Dani Carvajal is going to be back next season. And when Dani Carvajal is back, he is first choice right back. Before Dani Carvajal got injured, he was arguably the best right back in the world based on form. So once Carvajal is back, you don't take that right back position. And if everyone is fit, you can't get into that midfield if everyone is fit. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. And this may sound offensive. Modric at age 82. I'm taking an 82-year-old geriatric Modric over Joshua Kimmich in midfield. That is no slights on Joshua Kimmich. That just shows you how incredible Modric is, who is one of the greatest central midfielders of all time. So I think for Joshua Kimmich, it's one to really think of okay, if you do join Real Madrid and Dani Carvajal comes back, do you start? Are you guaranteed to start in that team? Because when everyone is fully fit, that's a tough team to get into. So I'm saying. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with more of this transfer news. Chelsea, please, I'm begging you, don't you dare get Garnacho. Don't you dare get Garnacho. Don't you dare get Garnacho. Don't you dare get Garnacho.
Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.